Good morning everyone. Today we are fixing watches. Welcome back to the channel and let's get to it. Alright, I have three Michael Kors watches here. They are my wife's watches and she's pretty rough on her gear. But like all battery watches, the battery dies after some time. So she just went from this watch to the other watch, etc. until they all die. So now it's up to me to change them. All right, which I gladly do. I like fixing things. So okay, today we're gonna be working on these three. I'm gonna change batteries on this one, change battery on this one, and this one we would change battery and add a link because it seems that it's a little bit too short. Okay, whatever the client wants. In this case, the wifey, you know what they say, happy wife, happy life. Okay, so this first watch right here is a Michael Kors. The model number is MK8096. You can see it right there. If you focus, there you go, MK096. And it looks in the front like this. There you go. There you go. Okay. So I'm going to start with this one. Let me show you also, we're going to be working on MK5020. And it looks like this in the front. This will apply to all models types that look like this, okay? And also we're going to be working on this one, which is the model number MK6105. But this will apply to the whole 61 line, and they look kind of like this. All right, so let's get to it. Now we're gonna go over also some equipment and tools that I use. I try to keep this simple. Anybody can do this, guys. Pair of tweezers, simple tweezers. Don't need to be any particular type, as long as they have the tips like that. Okay, skinny tips. You will need a screwdriver, the correct size, of course. This one. I use it more for cleaning. This tip right here, as you can see. But I use this one for the screws, as you're gonna see in a minute, and this one for cleaning tight spaces. Since it's a little bigger, easier to grip. I have this tool here too to punch pins, but anything that looks like this tip will get the work done. Okay, doesn't have to be anything fancy, kind of like this. It doesn't really have to be. We're going to need cleaning materials. I use just regular Q-tip with mineral oil. This is a type of mineral oil that you buy to drink. It's the one that is safe to drink. It's very cheap. It's $1 something at Walmart. And something like a praying tool to open the bags. You don't have to use something like this. A knife would do, but I just happen to have this, so I will use this in case needed. Okay. So I have my pins. I have my other pin. Extra links for this watch right here. This is the one that we're gonna leave it for last. Now batteries. All Michael Kors watches, they use the same batteries, as far as I have found out so far. All these three models use the same battery, which is the SR920. It says it's right here, SR920SW. Now, if you go to a store, pharmacy, etc., you try to look for this, they may not have this. But they will have, for example, Energizer. Energizer sells them. Duracell sells them. In the Energizer case, which you can find at Walgreens, it would be the same battery, but it's called 370 or 371. You can see right there. So the SR920 that you're going to find inside the most Michael Kors watches is a 371 or 370 in Energizer or other brands. Okay? And it will cost you, each battery will cost you, in Walgreens for example, it will cost you about $6 each. Now I bought these off Amazon and 5 batteries cost me $5. So it's up to you how quick you need it. If you need it quick, then you run to one of your local stores. If you could wait, then you can save some money. And this is what all my channel is pretty much about, saving money. Okay, I'm helping you guys tackle different projects at home. So let's start with this. Sorry for the camera angle, guys. I use this position here because I thought that it would work better, in order for you guys to see the project and let's have less camera motion. Okay, let me know in the comments if you would like in the future point of view kind of angle, and I would try to do that. Okay, so the first thing to do here, you see I have this one's ready to work on already. I have removed the batteries though. I did that a couple days ago when I needed to see what kind of battery we were going to be using. But now, first thing you do not work on a watch when it's like this. I have seen some videos that they do it. It's not the best way to do it. You could do it, of course, but you would treat the watch better and you would make your job easier if you just remove this and open it like that. And I'm going to show you how simple it is to accomplish that actually. Okay, so we're going to put the watch like this. Then you're going to take your pin remover or the tip of your tweezer. You're going to punch in, find out where is the spring, and then you're going to punch in and wiggle it out, and that's it. You see the pin comes out of here. Right here the pin goes in like this, and it attaches to these 2 points right here. Every watch will have the same system. All these Michael Kors watches, they will have the same system to remove the pin. Just gotta find out which is the side that has it. Better, more accessible. Okay, once we have the watch like this, I prefer to work with the buttons, let's call it buttons, pointing that way. Okay, there is no particular reason, it's just the way I prefer to work on the watches. Okay, so now to open this, you could open this using a pair of pliers. You just use your pliers, and I will show you right now how that will be done. Simple pliers. You put the pliers like this. Of course, you're gonna need them bigger than these ones. You're gonna put them like this, one in this tip right here, the other one in this tip right here, and then you will grab them in the center, secure the watch, and twist to open. Now, I do have a tool to open these kind of watches. That's why I do not use the pliers. If you're going to be doing this often, then I would advise to get something like this. Inexpensive. It's not an expensive piece of tool, and it will save you a lot of headache. Okay, so with this, put it right here, like so. Those little tips, they attach to those indentations, and then we twist. Then we move it again, make sure that they align, and then we twist. Once it's like that, it comes out nice and easy. And there you have it. This right here is where the battery goes, inside there. Okay, in the case of this watch, this plastic that surrounds the heart of the watch, the machine, needs to be lifted. Now, one main thing to look up on these watches when you're changing batteries: this penny-like looking, the penny color structures, tubular structures, are the coils. Do not touch the coils. If you mess up the coils, this watch has two, the watch will not work. Okay, that is kind of like the most important part of this mechanism right here. Okay, so in order to do that, we're going to try to lift this plastic area. It comes out relatively easy in most watches. Okay, so patience, and just try to not to force anything. Okay, a way to help you remember how things go is put them in the same position in front of you, in the side, etc. I prefer to put it in front of me so I have a visual where it is, so when I move my hands to the side, I don't knock it off. I have done it in the past. That's how I learned. Alright, so now we're going to get our new batteries, the SR920 or 371, 370 will work too, and we just pop it out. There it is. I already make sure that it says so here, that is the same battery, SR920. Then we're going to insert it right here. That's where the battery goes, under this popping little metal here. Now when you open the watch, if you already watched this video and you already bought your batteries, you will see that this part, which it has the ring kind of thing on it, it's not the flat surface, it's kind of like the cover surface, not the surface with the lettering. The other surface, the plain surface, goes down, always down. You will see that when you open it and you already bought this, then you will be golden. All you have to do is take out the battery, stick the new one in. Once you have it like that, all it takes is a little bit of popping. You pop it in, press on it, make sure that it's in there good, it's making contact, it's not moving. Once you have it like that, then you put back your plastic. This little tab here, please don't break it. If you're going to apply force anywhere but here, because this little tab actually holds the battery down too. Okay, so here we go. Okay, and then you press with your fingers around slowly, softly, to make sure that there is good contact everywhere. So now you're ready to go. As you can see here, the watch will be working. Can you see it working? Hold on, let's focus. There you go. All right, so we're good. Battery works, Perfect. These batteries right here that I bought, the Maxwells, they say that they used by 2023. So that's fine. That's fine. I'm sure that I will be doing this in the future also. Okay, the way things go with my wife. But that's fine. All right. So now, let's see here. Um, Cleaning. I like to do this and go around. You see, this one is kind of soft, so this one is not going to work. So I like to keep them like this and go like this. Twist them, okay? And when you twist them, what you create is all those little hairs that get in the mechanism to actually calm down, etc. You have always some oil in your hands, so uh, even if you just wash them, so this oil will help bring the hairs down, and then it will be easier for cleaning. Okay, so now open, you dip it in, and then you kind of like squeeze it to get the excess out. And then basically you go around the edge here. Also, this will create a bit of a waterproof seal, so your watch doesn't take water, because it's a known fact that once you open a watch, the chances of getting water in the watch, moisture, etc., they are higher. So you see how dirty that is in there? The edge would always get a bit dirty, because if you bathe yourself with the watch, etc., you use it in the shower, make sure that you don't break that seal. The seal is this little black round thing. It's a rubber seal. Make sure you don't break it when you're cleaning it. Be soft with it. Don't be too rough. Okay, so here we are cleaning, and at the same time, you see how much dirt and stuff we're picking up. This happens in all watches, guys. Probably the watch that you're wearing right now has the same issues. Okay, so now once you have that, then I don't like to leave it all wet like that. I like to kind of like dry it up a little bit, so any excess is not there dripping. We're going to dry this one too. Pick up the extra dirty things in there, dirty particles. Some of those particles, they can get in the thread, and then they will make it difficult to thread the watch back up and close it. We pick up on top, we put it in, and now this part could be difficult. Could be. Doesn't necessarily have to, but just take your time. Have the watch in a level surface, and then slowly turn and make sure that it catches. Okay, do not force it, because you can get the thread bit, and then it will jump the thread, and it will not work well, it will not close well, and then you're going to end up with a watch that doesn't work well, or it will work well until it gets wet. and then it's not going to work. Okay, you see now it's in the thread. Now you see how easy it threads? Just 2 fingers. That's it. Now when I get it to this position right here, you see it's still threading a little bit. That's it. It doesn't thread anymore. Then I will get my pliers, again in those grooves right there, this groove and this groove, and try to tighten it up. Now if you're going to use the pliers, please put something on the tips of the pliers, something like that. Some electrical tape would do, so it doesn't scratch the back of your watch, or it jumps and catches a finger. Okay, I'll get my tool again. I like using this after years of using my pliers. Okay, and we tight just a little bit. It doesn't have to be tight like the like something that is gonna hold up your car or something like that, you know. Okay, that's it. That's all it takes. All right. Now we're going to put the pin back on. Put a little bit of oil on the pin. Okay, this one is already spent. As well as that one. Don't clean new watch with old dirty Q-tips. Okay, get new Q-tips. They are not expensive. Use them all. Here we go. Now, the main goal here is to basically the tips of the pins in the little holes right here. So put it on like this. The best way to do it is bottom part first, then place it in a steady surface, and then with this screwdriver, you know, you could push it in. Me, I prefer to use this tool right here. And you get it in. Try it. Okay, let's see. And there it is. We have a working watch. Let's see what time it is. Right now it's 10:41. So and today is the 8th. Seven. Let's make a change by itself. Let's make sure it's changing. Okay, today is the 8th. And it's 6 a.m., 7, 8, 9, 10, 41, 42 now. Okay. And there you have it, guys. One down, two to go. Okay. Here we go with this one. Now with this one we have a different system. This one has screws on. Okay, so for this you can use flat head or you can use a Phillips head. I prefer the flat head. It's less difficult to strip, and also you can file down the edges if you need it to be thinner. Okay, so here we go. Then you take your tweezers and you take them out. Me personally, I like to put them in the same position that I found them. So this would be the top right, the top left, bottom left, top right, bottom right. Now this particular model right here, it's not just that this round part that comes off, the whole thing comes off. You need to be prepared for that. Okay, shake it a little bit. If it doesn't come out when you shake it, then you hold on to this part. You hold on to this and you pull on this up, and the whole thing comes up. You see, this is the top. Actually, this is a cover, but it comes with all this. And this is what you end up with work with. Okay, now battery. I already replaced the battery. This is the way it's gonna look like. You see that it looks very similar to the other machine, because they use mostly in Michael Kors the same machine for all watches. Now the coils, remember, please do not touch the coils. Don't do anything with the coils. Ignore them. Okay, battery. A little bit of cleaning, which I have to say, I just realized that it works better when you open it completely. Again, clean those hairs. And clean the sides of it. Well, white oil. Oil will not affect the working mechanisms since it's oil. Now, don't use any kind of oil, guys. Because some oils will mess with the rubber seal on the cover, and then what happens is then you end up with a rubber seal that is failing, and you do not want that. Clean the sides here that never see the light. A little bit more. Okay. Let's dry them up. This one is done. Okay. Let me use it one more time for the back here. Now, in order to put it back together, you just squeeze it here. All right. You squeeze it like this and it opens. If you keep it like this, you see how these tabs close? They will close on you and they will go in. So you squeeze it up like this, and you see how they open to receive the top part. I just want to clean more here. You know, if you're gonna do something, do it right the first time, if you have the time though, you know. And I do have the time, because I set the time to do this. Do not work on these watches, or any watch, or any task in life, you know, if you can something that requires attention, uh, if you can afford to plan the time to do it, do so, so you don't have to rush into it. Then you can take the time to actually do the job and do a good job. This case is also because I don't want to hear it from my wife, like, ah, you did it halfway. Because she will inspect it. All right. Now we're ready to go back in. Now you will notice that this has a notch right here, and this side does not has a notch. So you can see right there. Okay. So the notch part goes forward to meet with this part right here. Okay, with the little wheel. I'm using these terms, guys, so this video is not for professionals. You know, the ones of you that are professionals, that you guys do this all the time, that you know how to do this. Then, you know, this video is also for you. You know, we can learn from everyone and everybody. But now you're gonna feel like a little click when it goes down. Okay. But this video, I was more concerned with, you know, made it more for people that don't do this every day and they don't know the terms, the terminology, so it's easier for them to, you know, for to fix it. So if you're a professional guy, you know, I know that there are different terms and names for different parts of the watch. I'm aware of these, but again, you know this, and you know, everybody knows that this is a little weird. So you know, I hope that you don't take it too hard. All right, here we go. This is the bottom left, so it goes to the bottom left. Here goes the left top. It fell, and that's why I use this background color, guys. It gets dirty, yes, but yellow, everything glows on yellow, and white, because these little things in a black table like this, they get lost really easy, and they bounce. In here, they cannot bounce. Even if I drop it from high, you see, they are right there. So you don't lose your equipment if you use a little piece of towel. Okay. All right. There you go. Now we have